Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to hold a man, or in this case a woman, over a volcano so that we might truly meet them in Rimworld. Yeah, I've gone full Joss Whedon mode on old Bren the Healer here. And no, by that I don't mean I'm just gonna randomly kill a main character for utterly no reason. Flores is not getting Jossed this episode. Not this one at least. I gotta wait till I need a ratings boost, but I digress. No, what I mean is it's the trial by fire approach here for Bren the Healer. We're gonna go for the whole live with a man 40 years, share his house, his meals, speak on every subject, then tie him up and hold him over the volcano's edge, and on that day, you will finally meet the man. And that's what we're doing here with Bren the Healer. Before we give Bren a shot at joining our colony and eating our precious food all winter long, we're gonna have to meet her first. Yeah, well, you know what, Pete? It also seems like maybe it's convenient fiction to help you shrive yourself of the responsibility of leaving her outside alone unattended all night. That way, in case she dies, you're not the one responsible. Huh, right, Pete? Isn't that what you're actually doing? Since wasn't a single one of us willing to haul her bleeding ass in and toss her in a bed and maybe capture her. In fact, Marie is building a chair instead of helping this person. We just, well, we hate raiders, Pete. Goddamn, no good raider scum. I'm not going to help a reaver, Pete. I don't care what the situation is. I'm not going to help her. Just not. You saw what we did to her friend Rat. We let that woman burn until she was just ashes. When the boomalope exploded, we stopped shooting at her. We weren't going to help her or put her out or try and put her out of her misery or any of that shit. No, hell no. We just let her there burn completely to ash. All that's left behind her is a marble club. And the only reason that's left because it's fireproof. No mercy, Pete. No mercy. Well, I can appreciate your rage, Crusty, and I can appreciate your anger, but the question I'm forced to ask is, do you really think that's going to help us recruit this woman? Do you really think that this is going to make her more inclined to help us? Marie, seriously though, you got to install this bed. I don't know what it is you're doing. You're going to go haul wood. No, I don't want you to haul wood. I really need you to install this bed. Actually, you know what? I need you to install this. Just install the bed. Okay, hold on a second. Marie, since I can't prioritize that, if I make hauling like number one, see, that's what I don't understand. What is installing a bed? Is that a construction job or is that a hauling job? Because if it's a construction job, Marie should be doing it rather than going to haul this wood. If it's a hauling job, she might haul the wood first, then circle back for the bed. Until somebody installs this friggin' bed, I can't capture this woman. Who are you trying to use medicine on, Crusty? Because that's not going to fly. Is Silver still queued up to get medicine? Oh, yeah, well, we're going to fix that. No medicine. It's fine. You have bruises from a club. You have no injuries. Silver has... She's got bruises, Crusty. Don't use our precious, precious medicine on her tiny, tiny boo-boos. We've gone over this before. If you want to medicine her, fine. Tend to her wounds, doctor her. That's respectable. But no, don't... Oh, so somebody really needs to strip her. Somebody's got to get this bed taken care of, though. The bed. Instead, we're going to build... Gonna repair that? Okay. Finally, Marie is installing the bed. Holy shit, it's only been a billion years. It's about time. Now, please, prioritize rescuing this woman. No, don't strip her. Just capture Bren the Healer. That's what you gotta do. Cannot capture. No reachable, unreserved, enclosed prisoner bed mark. Okay, fine. It's a prisoner bed. Are you happy now? Yeah, there's no other beds. There's no door. Right. All right, well, it's gonna have to probably all... Cannot work on door, you need materials. Okay, fantastic. Well, I guess nobody has a bed until we finish this door. In the meantime, somebody please help this woman before she dies. Capture Bren. Once you've got her captured, it'll be... Here, put her in this bed, too. This is a medical bed. Put her in that one. Spoiler, I don't think Marie is going to put her in that bed. She absolutely did not. Okay, well, let's take care of Bren's needs. Our prisoner gets no medicine, and we're going to try... Oh, she's almost impossible to recruit, though. What's our highest social level? That becomes the question. You know what, Flores? That Flores is one suave motherfucker. He's the Rico Suave of Rimworld. You know, Bren, I was going to say no, but I honestly think I think Flores can do it. I think he's got what it takes to recruit you. I think Flores can get her done. He's gonna be all Larry the Cable Guy on this, and like, oh, get her done, Pete. You know, I can recruit just about any woman to my cause. I'm like the David Koresh. That Flores, Pete, he's the David Koresh of the Rimworld, and boy can recruit anybody. How's our food situation? I mean, pretty good. It's the 6th of summer. Bryn has got an infection. What a surprise, probably because we left her outside alone all night. Silver is fully healed. That's fantastic. Marie is harvesting some corn, which is also good. Crusty hauling some horseshoes. And Flores, man, you can't let me down on this, dog. I mean, you gotta live up to the hype now. Here I am playing you up, saying you can recruit even this mad lunatic crazy woman who just seconds ago wanted to murder all of us in our sleep, and who is clearly some kind of die-hard rebel primitive fanatic. She's a hardcore Luddite, I guess, is what we're shooting for here. But I still think you can swing her, Flores. Cargo pods. What do we got? Meat? Yorkshire Terrier meat. Well, we got to make that a priority. Who doesn't want a little Yorkie? We're going to make Yorkie Porkies, Pete. That's right, little pork pie, except instead of pork in it, it's going to be Yorkshire Terrier meat. I love me them Yorkie Porkies. Also, somebody should probably haul this great bow. Marie, having built yourself into a corner. You know what, Marie? Here, do this. Prioritize hauling this. Get that the shit out of there. Mostly because we are to the point where we have got to get some extra security measures in, and by that I mean we really need some traps here. So we're going to throw in some old deadfall traps. I'm going to do 5 of them. We did mine a whole bunch of steel, which is just lying over here waiting to be collected. And that should be more than enough to get these traps set up. And that'll improve our defensive situation dramatically. Also, can we strip? Oh, we're already stripping her. Stripping and burying people. And maybe somebody pick up the fucking boomalope. I mean, it's going to spoil soon. Flores? Get the boomalope in the freezer, and then you can haul the corn. The corn is not going to go bad, like, anytime soon. We can get somebody to butcher this. How's our butcher table doing? Do we have a butcher? We don't have. Okay, we will never butcher a creature. We'll do that forever. It seems like we had that added before. Wooden stone cutters table. Also add bill. Make stone blocks. Do until we have, let's say, we're going to need a lot of these. So let's do this until we have 510. We only want to use sandstone on this right now. So all of this is no, 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 and no. Sandstone chunks only. I don't care what your crafting skill is. If you got nothing better to do, go break rocks into more shapely rocks. We also really need to cut a lot of wood here. We got a lot of stuff on our plate. I'm not going to lie. We got a lot of stuff in the queue of things to do, and we really need to speed up time here as well. If we could just catch like a 10-minute break. Also, everyone is fucking sleeping on the floor now. That's fantastic. But we did get the door installed, so there's that. These beds are no longer for prisoners. Yeah. I don't know what this is going to do to Bren. Will this eject her from the bed? Is she going to go to the prisoner? Or is she just loose? In restraints, slowed. Is she going to go to the prisoner bed? No. Silver. Prioritize taking Bren. Yeah, that's what you need to do, Silver. Haul that bitch to bed first. There you go. Now go about your business. Wander off into a thunderstorm in the middle of the night like it's a 70s song about a horse. She ran calling wildfire. Also, the girl in that song, Wildfire, yeah, she deserved to die. Running out in the middle of the night in a fucking storm to save a horse? Yeah. Flores, why are you sleeping in the freezer? I'd be worried about the fire strike on our cotton, but it's not really a problem. More fire. Okay. Well, as long as it's rain to go along with the fire, we don't really have to worry. Flores, you want to not ever sleep in the freezer again, by the way? That's like the stupidest thing I've ever seen anybody do. Oh, what's hypothermia? Well, go fucking sleep in the walk-in freezer all night and you'll figure it out pretty damn quick, won't you? I'm concerned that one of our colonists may actually get struck by lightning. Well, Pete, wouldn't be the first time old Krusty's been struck by lightning. Yeah, back in '09. Had a little encounter with a thunderstorm out in New Mexico territories. Was out there doing a little prospecting, late night mining. And wouldn't you know it, well, come up out of nowhere, big old thunderstorm come rolling down out of the mountains, down into the plains. Was fearing for my life, so I took shelter under the tallest tree I could find, because I saw on The Simpsons one time that that's really a good idea. In case of fire, you want to take shelter under the tallest tree you can find. That's what it did, but sure enough, didn't really help. Still got madly electrocuted. Some people say it's what turned me into a crazed lunatic salt miner. That's what they say may be the thing that actually broke me mentally. The thing that shattered my psyche into a billion pieces and made me a crazy asshole. I'm not so sure. I mean, I was kind of a crazy asshole beforehand, but who's to say who's right in this situation, Pete? Who's to judge a man? Also, Rick, you got to stop walking over those traps, dog. There's a door over here. Use the damn door. Is this just a dead animal? There's a dead rotting warg over there. And also a dead rotting wild boar over here. Why are we hauling dead rotting animals into our facility? Is there a reason for this? Now we gotta bury these things. We're hauling dead rotting animal corpses in here. All right, no more of this. Storage. Allow rotten? No, we don't allow rotten. Not anymore. Could maybe also bury those, I get. Well, we're gonna have to bury them now, which is unfortunate. Now we have to allow animal corpses. On you and you. We gotta waste 2 graves. It took a time and effort for somebody to dig those graves, and now we're gonna have to go. Oh, severe illness. How you doing, Brando? Oh, she's definitely dead. She has an extreme infection. She's not gonna make it. If we had gotten to her a little earlier, maybe, but Krusty's whole trial by fire method. This is why you don't do the trial by fire method, Crusty. Catastrophic long-term consequences for the colony. And Silver's just hauling rocks, pretty much. She's also treating Bran. Infection is extreme. If she can make it without dying, extreme infection does mean she has a really, really strong chance of dying. But if she can make it a couple more hours, she might develop immunity. She could be from patient 0 to patient 1. I don't know what they designate the first patient to be. Patient 0 is like the first person. She did it. She developed immunity. That's it. No more smallpox for Bran. She's immune. That's sweet. Okay. I don't know what they call a person who goes from being patient 0, like the person who's like the first identified case of a particular disease. I don't know what they call the first person to be successfully cured of a disease. I mean, like in a case of HIV, they typically call him like Magic Johnson, but that's just, you know, he was the first one, sort of. We really need to get another power facility up here. Let's crap in another solar generator. I'd really like to get a wind generator up, but also maybe another battery, too. Silver, Marie, just out there. Little friendly horseshoes contest. Okay. Hauling some rice in for Flores. How are we doing on meals, though? So we're trying to set aside 90 meals? Well, Flores is going to have a tough time making that happen. That's a lot of meals. What we could do to help facilitate that, though, is actually just have somebody start hunting these wild pigs, and we could turn their meat into food. So somebody's going to go hunt some of these wild boars. This one's just wandering around our base like it lives here. Seems like that should be our hunting priority. Somebody should really go kill that. Way to waste some shit, Marie. Why are you constructing, by the way? You better be damn good at it. Okay, you are actually damn good at it. Why did you fail, then? Supposed to have a degree in construction engineering and civic planning, Marie. What the shit? What's going on with that? Wow, Crusty. Okay, so Marie is wildly firing at our base and managing to damage the sort of surrounding environment. She shot our base up a little bit. These guys, those have now rotted away to skeletons. Is that giving us negative moodlets every time we go over there? Are we getting observed rotting corpse? Feeling good, uncomfortable, repulsive environment, ugly environment, in a little pain. Perhaps not. Maybe they don't care about rotting animal corpses. Maybe it's only human corpses. In which case, we should unflag these graves. Or did we already bury them? Nope. We apparently already buried them? 2 of those graves got filled in. We buried a tortoise and a boomalope rather than eating them? They took food out of my freezer and buried it. I hate all of you. Corpses are still allowed here, right? Corpses. Animal-like corpses. Yes. Corpses are not allowed. Guys, really? That's what you decided to do? No, we don't. That boomalope and tortoise that we could just turn into food? Ah, fuck that. We're not. No. That's just crazy talk. Crazy talk right there. We're going to go get this Yorkshire Terrier meat that's 800,000 miles away rather than butchering the wild boar we shot for the purposes of butchering and eating. Quality thinking, guys. Quality thinking. Marie, such a terrible shot that she had to stop mid-hunt to have lunch. She'd be like, well, I'm never going to get any food this way. I guess I'll just go ahead and have a regular lunch. She's doing a good job, though. I mean, she's hauling back a lot of meat for the colony. If only we could get someone to butcher it. I'm looking at you, Flores. You're a good man, Flores. You're a good man. I was wrong to criticize you. I was wrong to cast aspersions upon your character, Flores. You're a good man. Continue whatever it is that you're doing. Keep making those simple meals, dog. It's going to be you that gets us through the winter, Flores. When we survive the winter, we're going to look back on this and know that it was you that got us through. Rick, could you really please stop walking over the fucking traps to get outside, though? We got to change your zone, because I don't know if you can set one of those off, but I'm really very concerned that you might. What is Rick's allowed area? He's limited to animal area 1. If he's limited to animal area 1, he's very definitely disobeying that order, because he's way outside of it. And so this is already off limits for you, Rick. Why are you out here? It's got to be something to do with the fact that he's just trying to path around the wall. So let's just disallow all of this. That's it, Rick. No more outside for you. I'm sorry. You know, Crusty has spoken. Yeah, damn it, Rick. I keep telling you not to go wandering off all the gallivanting, staying out of the crops and whatnot. Just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna have to restrict you. Gonna have to put you on further restriction, Rick. You're getting too out of hand, Bo. I hate to do it. I hate like the dickens to do it, you know, but this hurts me more than it hurts you, Rick. This discipline, this is for your own good. Listening to a man discipline his mule. We should really do something about our floors, too. Specifically, we should clean them up, because this whole house is friggin' filthy. Our entire place is just disgustingly dirty. What's our home area? All of this, some of this is actually not even designated as home area. And some of it that's designated as home area, we kind of don't want designated as home area. Let's get rid of a little bit of this. Get rid of that. I don't want my colonists running up around here to try and put out a fire or anything. Not really worried about all of that. This stuff being home area, yeah, that's actually all okay. I also want this designated as home. No, expand home area. I want all this designated as home area too, which explains why our colonists refused to fight that fire that was raging over here earlier that burned Rat alive. You know, they're like, nah, sorry, it's not a part of my home. I'm not fighting any fucking fires over there. That's a lot of work. Everybody taking a little siesta. No offense, Flores. I know we're making, first we got Flores doing migrant work, now we're siestaing. Man, I'm sorry, Flores. I'm being very culturally insensitive. I promise no more of that. I will do my best to stop. The best I can. So what's on the agenda? What's everybody doing? Marie is visiting a grave. Whose grave? The Boomalope. Was that your pet? Are you saddened by the death of the Boomalope? You want an impressive bedroom. Your sleep has been disturbed. So one of the things we really got to work on here is we got to spruce the place up a little bit. Who's our crafter? Marie is our crafter. She's also our hunter. How many more hunting orders? I mean, we want her hunting, but we need her making stone blocks too. We got multiple things we need Marie doing here. Is the hunt over? Oh, you're going to go hunt a raccoon now. Get him, I guess. Good. Are you hunting anything else? Is anything else flagged for hunting? It looks like this boar may be flagged for hunting. But after that, the hunt should be over. Marie has decimated the local wildlife population. And Flores has gone absolutely fruity apeshit turning that into food. He's really doing a good job. Meanwhile, Silver. Yeah, you know me, Governor. Just sprucing up the place. What with the... Gotta polish the silver, gotta wash the crystal there, gotta sweep the floor. These are the things that I'm made to do, Pete. This is what you pay me for. This is why Crusty gives me the deep dicking every night, mate. I love it when he Rogers me governor, Pete. Rogers me governor. I'll sweep up the place all day if it keeps that sexy son of a bitch keeping me buried in me, Pete. You know I love it. Well, I'm glad that you have a healthy sexual relationship, Crystal. I'm glad that you are satisfied with your choice of mate. Personally, I wouldn't let Crusty anywhere near my genitals, but hey, to each his own. To each his own. You're also doing solid work for the colony. And man, Flores is really packing away the meals, though. We will potentially have a 5th colonist. Technically, we're already feeding a 5th colonist, I suppose, which is suboptimal. We really do need to do something about these floors, too. We could just smooth the floors, but some of this floor is not going to be smoothable because it's dirt. Like, this is dirt. We're going to need to actually floor the floors, I think. Well, Governor, you know what they say. If you're going for flooring material, can't really top wood. Wow, the accent got real weird there. Yeah, I cry. I don't really know how to do the Cockney accent, Pete, and I don't really know how to talk about hardwood floors in it. I can talk about the crystal and the scullioning and the governors and the Eliza Doolittles and whatnot, but when it comes to doing the flooring, Pete, well, don't really know how to quite pull it off. That's all right. I do think we should probably go for wood floors. It's nice. It's sturdy. It's beautiful. What's not to love? Hardwood floors for everybody. Man, that's a lot of wood, though. 510. I think in the bedrooms, we may just smooth the floors. Possibly. Anything that's going to be fully underground, for now, I think is going to get a smooth floor. We got to chop just an absolute truckload of wood to make the wood floor happen. But the wood floor does offer beauty, which is something we're sorely in lack of. So let's just ravage the local tree population in order to make this occur. Flores, still cooking meals. We've got plenty of juice in our battery. We also really need to get some tailoring going. We've got a lot of stuff on our agenda. The problem is we have so much stuff to do and not enough colonists to do it. There's always more work than there is hands. Idle hands are the devil's plaything. Busy hands, contrarily, are not the devil's plaything, but they don't get to play with anything else because they're so goddamn busy all the time. Crusty and Silver probably despise their bedroom because it's a darkened hole. Let's take a look at some of our room stats, actually. What does this room look like? It's somewhat rich, it's very spacious, it is ugly, and a little dirty. Spacious, ugly, it's at least clean. It's dull and impoverished, and I'm sorry, Bren's prison cell, but I don't care that you're dull, impoverished, ugly, and dirty. I'm less concerned about that. But we do need to try and spruce the place up just a touch. Things are looking a little drab. Would not hurt if we could maybe spice things up a little bit. And since we're going to have to cut every tree in the universe anyway, I think maybe what we'll do, let's just get some wooden flower pots going. A little wooden plant pot. And, you know, a nice little potted plant can spruce up even the most hideous of environment. You know what? We'll even toss one in here for Brent. Let's get a couple plants. We'll put some daylilies in there. It'll be beautiful. It'll help bring our mood up. We do have a couple joy items. Let's take a look at some of the graphs on the history. What's our mood look like? This is the one I'm most concerned with, is actually the mood. I want to know colonist mood. Relatively stable since the last raid. We're holding pretty good, about 61%, so everybody's respectably happy. Crusty, why do you keep putting clothes on, though? I definitely did not tell you to put clothes on, but you're still putting on clothes. Why is that? Just let your flag fly, Crusty. Well, Pete, got Marie over here, and Silver's getting a little uncomfortable, what with there being another woman around, with me walking around going all Dr. Manhattan on it. She's getting a little Sally Jupiter brand jealous, and nothing worse than a jealous cockney. Wow, we have a 0.84% chance of recruiting Bren. That is never going to happen. I mean, Flores is one suave motherfucker, but even Flores has limits. We're going to keep an eye on that and see how that progresses. If it doesn't go up very quickly, I think we may just have to abandon that and let her go. I'm not going to feed her for the entire winter for no reason. Shoddy survival rifle and some Molotov cocktails. We should be relatively okay. As long as we don't let them catch us out in the middle of nowhere, like chopping wood, we should be fine as far as this raid goes. They're going to come up, run in, and they should kill themselves on our defenses. I'm still really nervous about this bear. What's up, Bear? How you doing, dog? You alright? Been playing some Darkest Dungeon? That's good. I enjoy that playthrough. It's been high-quality stuff. I'm a little afraid that you're going to try and devour Silver, which is less cool. See, the bear doesn't really care to give a single shit about us. You'd think it might be more upset about the fact that we're rampaging our forest, but I guess bears only care about forest fires. Be like, well, if you were trying to burn the forest, I'd have words to say to you, but since you're just fucking clear-cutting it, I don't care. The clear-cutting is a completely different species of animal that are worried about clear-cutting a forest. I only worry about them burning. So until you try to set the forest on fire, you're going to have a hard time making me give a shit. Silver, you're our bulwark. Get out there. She has a melee weapon still. I would love to fix that, but we can't do that until these pirates show up and run into our traps and die. Where are you at, though, pirates? Seriously, though, where are you at? Pirates, where'd you go? Oh, here they are. There's a psychic drone that's going to make every colonist of the female gender wince in pain. That's okay-ish, I guess. All right, what are you doing? There's one of them. What do you got? You're trying to ignite our cooler. right, let's slow things down. Let's slow things down a little bit. It's Perfidious Pete coming in at KPTE. I'm 98.7 on your dial. Number 1 in your hearts. Turn this up to like 2 and rip the knob right off of there. Well, that did not go well for you at all, did it? You walked straight into a trap and then died. The lady with the Molotov cocktail is just running right the hell away. All right, well, I mean, ace defense, guys. Solid work in that we never even had to fire a shot. That's my kind of plan right there. So what we should do then is, what do you got for gear here? Anything useful? Devil Strand button-down shirt, an armor vest, very nice, an alpaca wool jacket, some foxskin pants. Let's get those right off of you. And more importantly, you got a survival rifle, which is of terrible quality but excellent condition, and I would like to have that in our stockpile as well. Good defense, guys. Fantastic D. Nice work. Okay, Flores, how you doing? Make with the romance. You can do this. You got this, Flores. Come on. New recruit, Flores. 0.84. Okay. This is never going to happen. I am not going to feed this person for this long. Just release her. Can't do it. I can't feed you for the whole winter, Bryn. I would love to have you join my colony, but you're just too difficult to recruit. I'm not feeding you for the entire winter. I'm just not. I'm sorry. We don't have the spare food. Flores, he couldn't woo you, so you spurned him. That's it. You spurned Flores. He's not having it. Nobody says no to Flores, Bren. Nobody. Can't treat a Flores, the greatest man who has ever lived. You're not going to treat him that way. Also, you should definitely not go out that way. Don't set... Okay, I was worried she might set a trap off and die. Also, somebody left medicine out here on a trap. Is there any way we could haul that without wandering over the traps? Because I'd really not get killed by my own traps. That would be definitely a bad idea. You know what? Yes, actually, go equip that shoddy survival rifle. And then undraft and prioritize hauling that. Why are you stepping on a trap? What the hell is wrong with you? I don't want a wooden mace. I don't want to haul it either. I just want to rearm this trap. Take the pants. See, that's good thinking, Crusty. And Crusty is smart enough to go around. He's like walking over 50 traps. Hell no, those fucking things will crush a man's skull. That's right, Pete. Well, I done seen it happen back in the day. Used to have an old bear trap that I put out in front of the mine, but my bear trap was for, not bears, it was for hobos. And I'd set them up high on this little sort of Rube Goldberg device. When you walked in, you tripped over a tripwire. The tripwire scared a chicken. The chicken laid an egg. The egg rolled down a chute, fell into a skillet, cracked, and began cooking itself, which would then entice a nearby badger. The badger would wander over to the skillet, step on it, flip it off, send the egg flying. Once the egg crashed across the room, it would land on a bowling ball, which would then roll down another ramp, trigger a spring-loaded thing like that little hand bit in a mouse trap. It would go up, poke a ball bearing, which would roll down the drain of a bathtub, and then fall on top of a chain, which was held up by a tiny pin. It would break the pin. The pin would fall, releasing a bear trap, which would then fall and collapse on the hobo's head as he stood in wonder and gawked at my massive Rube Goldberg creation. His head would then be crushed in the fantastically powerful vices. It was beautiful. I really only did it the one time, because when it comes to killing a man, shooting him in the eyeball with 30-06 is a way easier way to get the job done. Also, this is not going to go out at any time soon, is it? Okay, well, Crusty, get out of bed. Silver, get out of bed. These guys can probably fight the fire by themselves. Prioritize fighting fighter. I'm sorry to have already fighting fire. Undraft you. Already fighting fire. Good, well, get to it, guys. I'd really rather the colony not burn down in our sleep. Little dry thunderstorm, lightning strike, patching up our defensive walls. These are all good things. I'm sorry to have interrupted your sleep. I know that's when you guys do your private time stuff, and I hate to interrupt a man and a woman when they're having private time. Yeah, that's right, Pete. Yeah, Governor, and we hate to be interrupted as well. Oh, you know, Silver's starting to sound a little bit like me, Crusty. You know, they say old married couples start to look alike after a long time. You think old Flora, you think Silver and I got a little bit of that going? Ooh, holy shit, the entire world is on fire over here. Do I want to try and put that out? Nah, absolutely not. I'm just gonna go ahead and let it burn. Where were those chunks of nearby spaceship, though? That I am interested in. Wow, there's just rampaging out of control fires everywhere. This is quite bad, actually. Do I want chunks of spaceship bad enough to risk a raging wildfire? The answer to that question is yes. I need the components, actually. Also, did anybody haul this steel in yet? Probably not, because we haven't needed it, and there actually is a stockpile there. What we should do is just delete that stockpile. That'll cause our steel to get hauled back, which is good, because we have effectively no steel right now. We have exactly no steel. That's bad. Marie's going to go deconstruct these ship chunks, which should also give us some steel. Man, these fires, though. This one we won't have a problem with, because mostly it's burning into dirt, and this dirt should be relatively fireproof. Marie's getting some steel. 30 steel, but more importantly, 8 components. That's a pretty healthy chunk of components. Marriage is on. Silver and Crusty! They've done it! Crusty popped the question. Oh, you sly devil.
Well, Governor, it was just too irresistible what day. He bought me a brand new scullery spoon, and I just couldn't resist. He's like, oh, Silver, I've come to you. You've stolen me heart there, just like the claim jumpers want to steal the salt from me mine. Here is a new slotted spoon with which you can dip a blood pudding for me and the rest of the colony at the table every night when you service dinner. Will you promise, Silver? Will you be mine forever? Will you serve me every night? And I couldn't say no, Pete, because honestly, it's been me longest dream there. Yeah, that's right, Crusty. So you're going to be making us blood pudding every night, probably with the blood of the hobos that I've killed in my long and storied career.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you found somebody, Crusty. I honestly never thought it would happen. I really didn't think. They say there's somebody out there for everybody. For you, Crusty, though, you know, I wasn't that sure. But I suppose if Siegfried and Roy can find each other, there really is truly somebody out there for everybody. I mean, we found a stage magician lion tamer who was able to find himself another lion taming stage magician and form a long-lasting, stable, and loving relationship. And if those two can do it, why not a scullion maid and a crazy salt-mining, hobo-shooting lunatic? Really is somebody out there for everybody. That's a hopeful note. And I think on that hopeful note, I'm going to wrap this episode up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see the inevitable wedded bliss of Crusty and Silver, might consider subscribing as well. It's going to be the greatest cockney hobo wedding of all time. It's good. They're just shooting for like a theme wedding. They were going to go for a destination wedding, but they're already on the Rimworld, which counts as a destination. But the theme for the wedding, it's going to be crystal and hobos. There should be, you know, like a real strong juxtaposition there. It should be really good. The colors for the wedding, well, you know, it's silver and brown. Unconventional, but I think it can work. We'll see. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.